Hi, the Lee Farnell here from Leading Your Best Life, and today I'm going to talk about something that's so important in change and development and growth and leading your best life, whether it be in business or sport or in relationships. Here we go. If you sell business to business, you really do need to be listening to what I'm about to say in the next 30 seconds. Here is a package of coaching training to actually transform your sales. We think you can triple your sales in the next 14 days with this CZ6 system. You can increase your average deal size and your profit margins. You can motivate your team and yourself to perform better. You can close more deals faster, so you increase your conversion rate quicker, and you reduce stress and have a lot more fun in your business. This is a super comprehensive package where you are going to get a whole lot of coaching training. Forget that. You're going to get results. You're going to get inspiration. You're going to change your life in the next 14 days or even less. Listen to what people say. Lee's tools have had a real increase to my business. We've increased and hit our targets by a factor of 10. Absolutely fantastic. Sales are up 28% and 40% up on last year to date. It goes on and on. There's been a 40 to 50% improvement. It goes on and on, folks. Find out more. If you're committed and serious about growing your sales, you'll find out more. Click the button below and get involved. And I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for listening. See you soon. Well, right now I'm looking at what we're calling a word bank. One of my marketing friends put me onto this a while ago on new language, because one of my clients said, Lee, what you did was you introduced a new language into our organization around sales excellence, around customer service, around communication, around being our best. And what I'm looking at right now is the word bank we created for my Kaizen mindset sessions that I'm doing with our water polo club. But we've done it with football teams and a whole range of other sporting teams, but it relates to you and business as well. A new language, a new way of thinking, or a new way of communicating to get the best out of yourself. The first word I want to introduce you to is Kaizen, continuous and never-ending improvement, which is the Japanese word for continuous and never-ending improvement. Kaizen, change for the better, make it 1% better, 1% better, 1% better, which the British cycling team used in terms of what they call it the principle of marginal gains. If I get 1% better each day on 100 different things, I'm going to actually end up not only more than 100%, it's going to be closer to 200% because of the compounding effect. Another example, another key word here is comfort zones. We say excuses and enemies are the comfort zones. If you want to actually grow, you've got to get into learning zone, which yes means you're uncomfortable. But by continuing to be in learning zone and uncomfortable, you get comfortable being uncomfortable. So it's like we say, we get out, what was I this morning? I was up at 4 o'clock. I'm in the water at 5:30 with how many others? 3 others. We swim 4 kilometres. Another group of people came at 6:15. We probably had about 30 or 40 people who are out there in the water this morning. It's still under 20 degrees. Probably a half of the group is still in wetsuits. The other half are out not even wearing wetsuits. They're uncomfortable, but they're comfortable being uncomfortable because their serotonin, their dopamine, their neurotransmitters, the happy chemicals are there. They're getting comfortable being uncomfortable. And then another word and concept is taking responsibility, living above the line of responsibility versus below the line of responsibility. Below the line of responsibility, I make excuses, I blame, I pretend it doesn't happen, or I pretend it doesn't exist, or I'll wait till someone else does something. And of course, whether it be a family or a team or a sporting team, you want people willing to take ownership, accountability and responsibility, not be victims and blaming. Another word and concept here is ask the coach. Ask the coach. I want to ask the coach, how am I going, coach? What am I doing well? What do you think I need to work on here in terms of Kaizen? And you can even ask yourself, what am I doing well? What's working for me well? At the same time, what do I need to work on if I'm going to actually get better? Let's take this, feedback questioning, which is a whole other process of feedback questioning. What are you doing well? What do you think you can do differently or better? Ask one of your teammates, what do you think I'm doing well? What I can do differently or better? Ask the coach. We call these Kaizen chats. Kaizen chats. I'll go to another one. Here, Deliberate practice. What am I deliberately practicing? Water polo, am I deliberately practicing my passes? Am I deliberately practicing bending my wrist more so that I get more backspin on the ball? Am I deliberately practicing putting the ball into the high corner? In sales, am I deliberately practicing developing rapport? Am I deliberately practicing asking more strategic questions to go deeper in my needs discovery? Am I deliberately practicing goal setting? Am I deliberately practicing time management? Am I deliberately practicing, handling concerns or objections from clients? What am I deliberately practicing? Knowing that if I deliberately practice it, getting feedback on my attempt, setting goals, not just doing it, but actually doing it in terms of deliberate practice, this is the science of deliberate practice, I will get better. I will Kaizen. And one more point before we wrap up. One of the points we talk about with both in sport and outside of sport, if you want to be excellent, do the extra. We say, what is the secret of the extraordinary, be it Ronaldo or Messi or Michael Jordan or any champion you can think about, Tom Brady or Lockie Neal in football, it goes on and on. What do the extraordinary do? They do the extra. The extraordinary do the extra. There's the secret right there. You want to get better at anything, do the extra. Don't just do what the team are doing, what other people are doing. How do you expect to be extraordinary? Michael Jordan did 1,000 jump shots a day. Michael Jordan, win, lose or draw, would be back in the gym at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. doing the extra. While other people were sleeping, he was training. So what are you doing in terms of the extra? What are you doing in terms of Kaizen? What are the 1%, 1%, 1% areas you want to get better at in terms of deliberate practice? In terms of your life playbook, your sales playbook, your relationship playbook, your business playbook. Want to do something about it, want to take action, then get some of our free resources. Just DM me and say, Lee, where are the free resources on deliberate practice? Because I've got so many resources, where do I start? We've got resources right now in terms of meetings and sales meetings. We've got resources in terms of sales systems and process. We've got resources in terms of leadership. Tell me the area you're interested in and I'll send you a free resource to help you. Thanks for listening. I'm Lee Farnell. I'm serious about you leading your best life. I'll see you next time.